Hey everybody, it's Miss A, and I am here with a recap video on our lesson for today. Just so you know, parents, the children do have a take-home quiz, which is worth 10 points. They may use the YouTube video in order to assist them with this, and also they can use parent help. My point of this is that they understand the concept, so getting some help from you guys to get a better understanding is absolutely perfect. So let's go ahead and talk about our recap for today. So today we were supposed to, the students were supposed to understand that within place value, each place value moving to the left is 10 times greater than the place value immediately to its right. So in order to understand this concept, we had them do a place value chart. That's my ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. And we know that the number on the inside is the digit. That's the number we put in the spot. The place value is the spot that the number goes in. And then its worth is the number times the place value. So it's the digit times the place value. So the place value for here is the spot it goes in. Well, that is 1 times. Anything in this number times 1 is what that worth is. This one is 10 times. This one is 100 times. This one is 1,000 times. So whatever number's in this spot will be that number times 1. So here's example. Let's do 8. So that way we can understand. So the worth of this one is 1 times 8, which is equal to 8. The worth times this one is 10 times 8, which is equal to 80. This is 100 times 8, which is equal to 800. And this is 1,000 times 8, which is equal to 8,000. So that is the worth right here. And this is the digit, and this is the place value. So now that we understand that, we could see how many times greater. Well, if I need to move from here to here, this number is the same, so that's a 1, and there is 1 0. So if I want to move from my ones place to my tens place, that would be 10 times this number. If I want to move from my tens to my hundreds, the digit is the same, and there are 2 zeros here and 1 0 here. If I cross one of them out, that's 10 times, because 80 times 10 is 800. If I want to move from the hundreds to the thousands, that is also 10 times, because 800 times 10 is 8,000. Now, what the students will have to do is they have to be able to compare digits in different numbers. So here is the example, and this is exactly what they did in class, and they need to understand this. They need to be able to compare digits, so comparing the number and their worth, and tell me how many times greater it is. So if I have the number 5, 7, 8, 6, and I have 4, 9, 7, 1, I look for the digit that is the same in both numbers. So I look here, there's a 5 here, there's not a 5 here. There's a 7 here, and there's also a 7 here. So I circle both of these numbers. Now I know the worth of this one, because this is in the tens and that's in the hundred. The worth of this one is 70. The worth of this 7 is 700. Now I can compare those two numbers. What they have in common is the 7. They both have zeros, but what's different is the amount of zeros. So I know that if I want to go from here to here, that what times 70 will get me to here. So that's a 1. And then if I cross out zeros, if I do 1 here, 1 there, that leaves me with 1 left over. That tells me how many put here. So this 7 here is 10 times more than this 7 here, because this value is 70 and this value is 700. So let me do another example where it's more than just 10. All right, so I'm looking at my two numbers, and I'm looking for the digit that they have in common, the same in each one. And I can look here, and I see that there's a 5 here and a 5 here. The worth of this 5 is 5 because it is 5 times 1. It's in the ones place. The worth for this 5 is 500 because it's 5 times 100. So this one's value is 500, this one's value is 5. Now looking at these two numbers, I can set it up like this. This here would equal a 1 because it's times that amount. And then I have 2 zeros here. There's none here. So this, I would put the 200s, and that is 100 times. I can also do another strategy that I showed the kids. So I start where my first common digit is in the ones, and then I jump one place value to the left. That's one jump. That's 1 0. Then I jump from the tens and I go to the hundreds where my next common digit is. That's one more jump. That's another 0. So I have how many zeros? 2 zeros. Add a 1 in front. That means that this 5 is 100 times more than this 5. This is what the students will have to do in their lesson today. Again, they also have their quiz, their take-home quiz. Let me go ahead and go over that with you. Derek is playing a number game. To play, each person chooses 6 number cards from a stack. These are the number cards. These are cards that Derek chose. Derek must arrange the cards so the digit in the tens, thousands place is 2 times great as the digit in the tens place. The number he makes must have the greatest value possible. So those are the parameters. What number did he make? And explain how you know. So the children should be explaining how they figured out that the number in the 10,000s place and the number in the tens place, and then how they got the greatest value. And then down here it says now Derek must make the greatest and the least number. The same 6 cards. There's no parameters on where he can make with the 7 in the thousands place. So the 7 has to be in that same place in both numbers. So they need to do that, and they are creating 2 numbers. The only rule is the 7 has to be in the thousands place, and one number has to be the greatest number you can make with the 7 in that thousands place, and the other one is the least. And then you need to compare them. So I should see that comparison using those symbols. That's what we did yesterday. Hope this video helps. If you have any questions or want any extra problems, I can give those to you. Put a message down in the comments. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.